Well, I was sort of expecting Jerry Lawler to be here, but I understand he hasn't made it. Randy Hales is here. Randy, I understand he sent a videotape in?
Yes, he was scheduled to be here today. I faxed him and told him he was here. We got a courier with the interview. I didn't have time to preview it. If we could all watch it right now and see what he has to say.
Okay.
I want to take this opportunity to do something that I haven't had to do too many times in my career, and that's apologize to the wrestling fans of Memphis, Tennessee. I want to say I'm sorry to my hometown wrestling fans just because I just didn't get the job done last Tuesday night. Here it was, the main event of the inaugural show of Memphis Power Pro Wrestling. Kane comes all the way in from the World Wrestling Federation to do not only Paul Bearer's dirty work, but to help Randy Hales out, try to get rid of the King. Boy, for 3 or 4 weeks I came out here and crowed about how I really earned the title of the King. I didn't just go out and buy some crown somewhere. I told everybody exactly how much trouble Kane was going to be in when he stepped in my backyard. Well, that didn't come off. Because when it got right down to it, I knew what it was going to take to get rid of Kane. I knew I had to come out with the fire. I knew that that was the one thing that Kane feared. And when it was time for the fire, the magic malfunctioned. I just didn't get the job done. Then I resorted to something that I don't even want to talk about, except for the fact to say that I'm ashamed that I did it. So I've been thinking about that match a lot since last week, and maybe Randy Hales is right. Maybe a lot of people are right. Maybe the King just can't get it done in Power Pro Wrestling right now. And so I think what I'll do is probably stick to announcing in the World Wrestling Federation. If they want me to wrestle there, I may try that a time or two. But for right now, Randy Hales, Memphis Power Pro Wrestling is your baby. And you don't have the King to kick around anymore, so I want to wish you all the luck in the world. And I want to once again say to the fans of Memphis, Tennessee, that I apologize for my performance last Tuesday night at the Mid-South Coliseum. Thank you.
Well, he didn't come right out and say it, but he almost said he was retiring from Power Pro here.
You know, I didn't preview that. That's exactly what he did say. You know, this is 1998, Dave, and things change. And apparently, it has changed, and you heard it from Jerry Lawler.
And I'm in shock.
It's a new day. It's a new day.
Guess so. Okay. Thanks, Randy.
With that happening, though, I have to, make decisions. And
We'll talk more. The announcement from Lawler. He didn't come right out and say it, Corey, but didn't you gather from that he's through? Here comes superstar Bill Dundee and Samantha headed over this way. Bill, of course, with a big match coming up we've been telling you about with Koko B. Ware.
All right.
And before the match, a word or two. Did you happen to see that interview there?
Yeah, and before I get into the words of that, I'd just like to tell everybody where I'm going to be on tour. Friday the 3rd, we're going to be in Corinth, Mississippi. Then we're going to go over to where we're going, Boonville on the 7th. Then we're going to be at Greenville on the Wednesday. That would be the 8th, right? Then we're going to be at Lady Luck's, would be the 9th. Then Milan, Tennessee, the Superstars' hometown, the 10th. So you all know where we're going to be. Friday the 10th of July, that's in Milan. Now, Lawler, come on, man. I watched the tape. You wasn't doing too bad the part I was watching. I watched the whole match. No, Kane's big and he bad, but he ain't that bad. You're still walking. He came in here to say he was going to kill the King, right? Or what's his name? A little fat guy that manages him.
Paul Bearer, yeah.
Paul Bearer manages him. He's going to take the King out for what they said about the Undertaker's mother. Never happened. Lawler looked fine to me. Don't quit, brother. You've been the King a long time around here, and I've been the superstar a long time around here. So without Lawler and Dundee, there ain't no Power Pro Wrestling, man. Come on, don't quit. We got that right? Now, the other thing, don't we have a tape of Koko Ware being...
Yeah, and I want to tell you, this was from Blast Off in the Dome last week, too. And, Bill, I didn't even know this had happened until well after it happened.
Right.
I mean, you guys were all over the Coliseum on the stage and all of that. But this is video from the dressing room,
I'll explain that after you watch the video.
Let's take a look. Bill and Koko B. Ware. Boy, I tell you, that was just part of it.
I'll tell you why it was part of it. Coco, we were all in the 10-man tag. Anything happens. Ashley Hudson got bumped onto the floor. Coco goes out and brain busts him or burr busts him. That's all right. That's dangerous enough. But when he was laying in the back, Coco saw him laying down in the back, and he went out and he kicked him when he was down. And I saw that happen, so I just went back looking for Coco. Coco, that man's an Australian just like I am, and I stick up for Australians just like y'all do here in America. And you have a mean streak a mile long, brother. I didn't like you a few years ago, and I don't really care for him now.
Coco, beware. Out from behind the curtain with a chair. They put the bird buster on Dundee right here on the concrete floor. Look out. Coco, beware. Attack.
Let's get the. Can we get the?
Hey, now, come on.
Come on,
Coco.
Run out.
Throwing the chair down on the leg of Bill Dundee.
Jerry Lawler done quit. Bill Dundee, you done left the building, baby. Coco's all over. You got a new king. You got a new person around here.
You're not the king. Yeah, you're not the king.
You understand that?
Especially doing stuff like that. Hey.
Lady, you and I really deserve a vacation. But where are we going to...
It's about good and evil. It's Rumble on the River, when the good take on the bad, for honor, for country, standing tall for America, the #1 nation on the planet. Live from Tom Lee Park and live on TV5, Saturday, July 4th, 7 p.m., only on WNC TV5.
Well, due to the announcement that Jerry Lawler made just a few minutes ago, Randy Hales has just told me, Corey, that at the Rumble on the River next week, 7 o'clock next week, that Power Pro Wrestling, Coco, we've had enough of you. We're making an announcement. You get it. Bill Dundee, you've already hurt him, Coco, for heaven's sake. Looks like he's not going to be able to go. That's Ashley Hudson. Get in the ring.
Busted him down on the concrete floor, Coco.
What I was trying to say, Randy has told me that due to the announcement that Jerry Lawler has made just moments ago, Power Pro Wrestling will name a new king of Power Pro Wrestling next week at the Rumble on the River. New king named next week at the Rumble on the River due to the announcement that Lawler made just minutes ago right here.
My mouth's wide open. I'm completely in shock, Dave. I'm in shock with the announcement from Lawler. What a surprise.
And two, the tape arrives. We thought he was going to be here, but he sends in the video instead and says that he is going to concentrate on his announcing career and maybe a little wrestling with WWF. But as far as Power Pro is gone, he and Randy have, kind of had some problems the last couple of weeks anyway.
Yeah, they have.
He said, Randy, it's all yours. It's all yours. Wow.
Look at Coco away. He's got Ashley Hudson. Puts that bird buster on him right in the middle of the ring. 1 count, 2 and 3. And the Birdman, Coco Beware, with a win over Ashley Hudson. As we said last Tuesday night at the Coliseum, Coco just went nuts down there. And look at him now. He just continues.
Well, as Dundee said earlier, he went after Ashley Hudson, not only out in the arena, but back in the dressing room. Brandon Baxter.
What do you want, Baxter? Come on down here.
Nothing. Hey, I don't know what you got all your guys out here for, but I tell you what.
Hey, look, let me tell you.
Oh, not going to have that. Just put the flag down.
Baxter, you're not going to do this stuff out here.
Just put the flag down.
Hey, let's go ahead.
Put the flag down.
You guys leave this flag alone.
Dave.
What are you doing out here? What are you doing out here?
Exactly right. Straighten armor out here.
I told you I was going to burn the flag and I'm going to do it. This is none of your business. You give me that flag. You give me the flag right now because I'm going to light it on fire. Don't put your hands on me. Don't put your hands on me, Dave Brown. You give me the flag. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get all these guys out of here. Give me that flag.
Randy Hales back with me.
Dave, just want everybody to say this crazy show today, excitement today. Rumble on the River at 7 o'clock.
I'm sorry to interrupt. Jerry Lawler has called the booth and says if you name a new king next week, it'll be the biggest mistake you ever made. That's the message from Jerry Lawler.
I think he said he was finished.
I know. That's what he said. Next week.